Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It is Rita Ravenwood Readings, and I have some exciting things coming up for you in the future. I am going to be doing daily check-in readings. I'm going to be doing love readings, probably weekly. Those are my fave. I'm going to be doing messages from your higher self readings, next 30 days readings, what to look out for. I'm in the hopper. I've got some ideas for from your past life, who you were, what you did, who you were with, and how any of what you went through may carry over into this life. So I'm pretty excited. But what I'm going to get started with today is the daily check-in readings. Now, I do want to warn you, I have 3 fur babies, 3 dogs, little tiny Maltipoos. I think one is mixed with a beagle, though, because if anyone walks by or comes to the door, she bays like a hound. And so I may need to, I'll try and work through it, but I may need to cut off the video and then bring it back on. So if you see any jerky movements, that's probably why. You can also hear them clattering and breathing and stuff in the background, but I just need them near me, and if I put them outside the door, they'll just sit out there and cry, and you'll hear that, so that's not pleasant. So we'll just try and work through that. So anyway, I'm super excited to do the reading for you today. Today we're going to do the daily check-in, and I'm going to use the Wisdom of the Oracle Oracle deck. I'm going to use a tarot deck, and I'm going to use the Madame Indora future telling cards, fortune telling cards, and then some tea leaf cards. So let's go ahead and start. Oh, and another thing, I always cleanse, charge, and take care of, shuffle and meditate over and take care of the cards prior to the reading. I will be doing a little bit of shuffling probably at the beginning of each deck, but I'm not a big shuffler. I don't like flying cards. I just shuffle them, set my intention, and then lay them out. So if you're a big shuffling fan, I may not be the person for you, but I hope you stay. But just wanted you to know that I do shuffle the cards and meditate over them and cut them. So just FYI. So let's go ahead and get started with the Oracle. I'll go ahead and just shuffle a couple times. I can hear one of my dogs snoring. I don't know if you can hear it. Okay, that's 3 times. Let me cut. And let's take the first one from the bottom. Orphaned. Aw. Tick-tock. Truth be told. Okay. The feeling that I get from orphaned is a feeling of sadness, aloneness, being alone, not having anyone. A lot of us, especially during the pandemic, have found ourselves pretty alone. We haven't been able to have the, the family structure and, what's the word I'm looking for? Just the ability to hang out and bond and, be with our families. And, and also maybe from childhood, there are some, things that may have happened. You may have lost a parent or lost family members, and orphaned may be almost literally true for you. So what this card is saying is, I know you're feeling alone. I know you feel like you don't have anyone, but you do. And also what this tells me is there's some childhood, trauma that needs to be worked through. I am definitely not the expert. I am working through my own. What I have looked into many different ways is journaling. You can write a letter to someone who you miss, or maybe someone who, who passed, or maybe someone who you feel abandoned you. And, learning that forgiveness is not for them, it's for you to let it go. There's also what they call shadow work that you can do. You can look into that. But if you're feeling really alone and like you don't have anyone, you actually do. You just have to open yourself up to it and be vulnerable. So please do some homework and look into shadow work, talking to your inner child, writing letters, journaling, whatever it is that can help you. And then we have TikTok. And with TikTok, you have time. Time is an illusion. We have the past that already happened, present where we are, and the future. But, all we really have is now. And so take that time. Invest it into you. Work on yourself. Work on your inner issues that you have. There is time, but time is a ticking. So get to it. And then truth be told, I like to kind of look at this as maybe like the Two of Swords. Any blinders that you may have on, take those blinders off. Really look at yourself. A lot of folks, when bad things happen, they want to always go straight to blaming the other. And if someone has done something bad to you, I blame you, you did it. That is the normal reaction, as it should be. But you can't carry that around. You can't, 20 years later, I'm effed up and I blame you. That doesn't work anymore. Once you get to be an adult, it's really your responsibility to look at that situation, how it affected you, and deal with it for you, even if you never even talk to or look at that other person again. There's a saying, and I might not get it 100%, but I don't know if it was Buddha, but it's Dalai Lama. I can't remember who it was, but it was like a fool or whatever. Not that you're a fool, but a fool is a man who, no, it isn't. It was like holding on to anger is like drinking poison and hoping for the other person to die. So really think about that. The anger, it's causing you physical distress, it's causing you stress, it's causing you mental agony, anguish. It's just always there. It's other stuff is building on top of it, maybe depression and anxiety. And you're carrying it around in your backpack, in your sack over your shoulder. You're carrying all that burden around. And it's like you're expecting the other person to die or to pay for it. And they're not. It's you. So please do look at that. Okay, let's go ahead and look at some tarot cards. We're just going to do 6. Overall energy, and then maybe like what to watch out for today or message of the day. Let's just go ahead and pull 6. I'm trying not to have these daily check-in readings be too long. 3 is a good number. Pull one from the bottom. The Tower. Strength. 5 of Wands. 9 of Pentacles. Page of Wands. Queen of Wands. Okay. So for the overall energy, we have the Tower, we have Strength, and we have the 5 of Wands. And I actually like this. Tower freaks out a lot of people, but to me, it's like nothing is worse. I mean, shoot me now for life to just go on day after day after day after day, like, Groundhog Day, the same thing. Sometimes we aren't smart enough to, or, we don't see enough to know when it's time to make a change and do something different, or we don't see when someone's hurting us or when we're hurting ourselves. And so here along comes the universe and bam, you know, slaps you down, or, you know, doesn't necessarily have to be negative, but makes some type of major change in your life that causes you to go in another direction. It's usually, I don't think you can avoid the tower. It comes, and I think the tower should be welcome. So I do see a change in your current energies. Now, current, I would say again, time is, you know, there's no clock in the universe. Time is kind of abstract, but I'd say, you know, expect or maybe even work towards some kind of major change in your life. This also shows that when this change happens, you will deal with it with strength, inner strength and confidence. And I look at the Five of Wands as, they say, you know, arguments and battles and discord, chaos, whatever, but I also look at it as practice. And practice fighting, or let's say practice standing up for yourself. So maybe that's what needs to happen. Maybe you feel alone. Maybe you are alone. Maybe you've been abandoned recently. Maybe you were abandoned as a child, and that becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. And in every relationship you've been in, you've been abandoned. And so what this is saying is, you know, as I told you, take off the blindfold, look at what you're doing, look at who you are, look at what's going on, make a change, and the universe, looks like the universe is going to step in and hold you, help you, sorry. And then you do have the strength, you do have the confidence. This is to let you know you have infinite strength and power to make changes and to handle anything that happens in your life. And practice standing up for yourself, practice setting boundaries, practice figuring out what you want to do. Okay, so I'd say that's your kind of current energies, and I think it's great. So things to watch out for, you know, or things that may happen in the near future within the next couple of days. Good stuff. It looks like there may be not an occasion. I wouldn't call the tower an occasion. There may be something that happens soon that you'll handle that will be a really good growth thing for you. And I think out of that, you'll come to the Nine of Pentacles. And what the Nine of Pentacles means to me is it means single, and in as much as I am strong, I am enough. Here with orphaned, I am alone, I am weak, I am not enough. Here with the Nine of Pentacles, I am good on my own. And again, do I want someone? That's okay if it's yes. This is not about not wanting or not needing anyone, because I think we always, you know, need interaction with other humans, no matter what kind of relationship it is. But this is peace of mind, contentment. You have the pentacles all around you. You've attained, you know, a goal. You're at a specific place, and you're feeling good. The Page of Wands. This could be someone, a younger man, coming in to, you know, coming into your life to give you an offer. It could be love. It could be a job. It could be a friend. Doesn't, and I say man, but it is definitely gender, you know, free here. It's, you know, it's usually a male. Here, actually, they have it depicted as a woman. So you could actually have a friend come in. And what did we talk about? You know, you can't do things on your own. You know, you do need people. You could have a friend come in. So go ahead and recognize that. And then Queen of Wands. To me, maybe what this also says is, and I hope you do have a friend. I'll do a quick tell you. I was listening to a tarot reading for me, for my sign, and they said, hey, it looks to me like you're going to have a friend come in, and a new girlfriend, like a bestie. And I was like, oh my God, that would be so great in my head. And I realized I was more excited to have a bestie than to have, you know, my divine masculine, or, you know, the love of my life. So I thought that was funny. But this could also show you as growing from, you know, the Page of Wands, from a young, maybe more immature person, to the Queen of Wands, who is really, you know, badass, and who, you know, makes things happen, and has, you know, positive outlook, and she's, you know, feisty and fiery, and stands up for herself and has a good life. So I see growth there. I think it's beautiful. Let's go ahead and look at the fortune-telling cards, Madame Endora's fortune-telling cards, just to get a little bit of additional information. I watched too much King of Queens. Doug, information. Wait, is one turned? Oh. No, that is one of the cards that's in the box that you don't need. I'll get rid of it. Okay, 3 shuffles. That's a good number. Let me cut. Pull one from the bottom. The Wizard. Use your skills to aid others. Air. Seek a union of mind and spirit. And the Unicorn. Ah, I just got chills. I love this. Okay. So up here is the Orphan, and I never want to make fun of anyone who's suffering from depression or anxiety, but up here in the Orphan, you know, woe is me, my life is effed up, you know, people abandon me, you know, nothing's working out, and you know, then we go from that vibe to there is time, take off your blindfold, look and see. And through the tarot, we saw growth, we saw something happen, we saw you standing up for yourself, and being self-sufficient emotionally and even financially, and working your way through. And then now the universe is asking you to use your skills to aid others. And you know, that's so funny. I can use myself as an example. You'll probably get to know me, and I, you know, as we go through this journey together, been through some bad situations, you know, a little bit of maybe an abusive relationship, you know, back when I was super young, single parent, you know, really hard to make it. So worried about myself, never could, you know, always had empathy. I'm a very empathic person, always had empathy, but never really had the emotional or the financial abilities to help others. And, but I am growing, and that's exactly why I'm doing this. I'm like, you know what? I have so much to share, and I've always loved tarot. And I'm like, let me see if I can pull out messages and help people, maybe with some type of guidance, or just feeling of camaraderie and love, you know, whatever it is that you get out of this. I intend for, you know, light and love and help, and maybe some humor, and hopefully help you to look at, you know, change your perspective and look at things differently if you're, you know, if you're feeling down or lost. So having said all that, what the universe is expecting of you is to use your skills to aid others. Oh my God, up here in the upper left, we didn't have any skills. We didn't have any friends. We didn't have nothing. But down here, it's seeing your growth, and it's saying, please look at yourself. You have skills. And the Wizard calls to mind, maybe you have some, you know, one of the clairs, you know, maybe you have, you know, clairaudience, or, you know, clairvoyance. Maybe you see things, maybe you hear things, maybe you feel things. Maybe you're just like super empathic and intuitive like I am, and it wants you to use your skills to aid others. Do you have to be a tarot reader? No, you could. You know, I'm the kind of person, I'm at the airport and someone will walk up to me and ask me to watch their kid while they go to the bathroom. I'm serious. I've been asked to watch a suitcase, a purse, and a kid. And I'm like, okay, but I'm like, you don't even know me. Thank God it wasn't a scam. They, didn't leave the kid with me forever. Although I probably would have adopted it and taken care of it. But anyway, I digress. But use your skills to aid others. And then we have some air energy. Seek a union of mind and spirit. So again, this work that we talked about doing up here, whether it's shadow work, whether it's journaling, whether it's whatever you do to writing letters, whatever you do to deal with any childhood trauma, try and bring your mind and your spirit together. People a lot of times don't pay attention to the whole spiritual, and spiritual and emotional are to me married. And so look at that and think of a way, whatever your spiritual is, whether you're truly like religious, whether you're a Christian or Muslim or whatever, look at that, maybe embrace that, maybe look into some rituals that will make you feel more grounded and make you feel better. But really try to come to one with your spirit, Reiki, clearing your chakras, whatever it is, look into that. It can be fun and beautiful. And then finally, the unicorn, good fortune and friendship. Woohoo! Very good. Congratulations. Up here, you've come from being an orphan, and now you've worked your way up to where you have good fortune and friends. And so, wherever you are on this journey, if you're still up here in the orphan, if you're down here in the energy where you're working your way through it and creating boundaries and changing from the Page of Wands to the Queen of Wands, wherever you are, the outcome for you is good fortune and friendship. And that makes me really happy. Okay, we're coming up on 22 minutes, so let me real quick just pull 3 tea leaf cards. God, please don't let it be anything negative. If it is, it's the past. Okay, this one jumped out. The Boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. If you're anything like me, you may be getting a lot of TV time in or YouTube time in. You may want to take some of that time and write down your goals and do what you can to work towards them and achieve them. It's always good to have some goals. It really does take away some of the feeling of loss. And then we have, crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Maybe some of you might be having a child, or starting a new company, business, or maybe going back to school. Who knows, but it's definitely positive. And then we have finally carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. Nice. That's kind of what I was talking about here. Seek a union of mind and spirit. And then the journaling up there. That can definitely be a mental journal. And I think this whole reading kind of shows a mental journal, maybe coming out of depression, anxiety, despair, or even physical. Girl or guy, whoever you are, save up some money and plan a little trip, get away. I think that's always good for the soul. So anyway, thank you so much for spending time with me. I have really enjoyed this, and this makes me really happy to see the growth that you are going through and where you're gonna end up. So again, thanks so much. I've loved spending time with you. If you like this video, if you like my material, please do like it. And if you want to see more like it, again, I have romance reading, past life, messages from your higher self, what to look out for in the next 30 days. I am super excited. So if you want to see more videos like this, please do subscribe, like, and hit the reminder bell. And please come join me. Thank you so much. And I love you. Bye-bye.